In this video, we're going to talk about these awesome new additions to my personal collection and the reasons that I decided to keep these books, with two books in particular in here that I am just shocked actually came through the shop when they did in collections. It has me thinking about like the law of attraction and things like that, and we'll get into all that here in just a second. But first, a little bit of a shop update. So these past 2 months have been absolutely insane with the caliber of books that have come through the shop. I mean, some of the best books in the hobby. So I just want to say congratulations to those who have added these epic collectibles to their collection, and thank you guys so much for the support thus far. You know, I think I'm having some success because I make the process super fair on both ends, buying and selling, and the process is always super seamless. So if you're looking to sell, contact info down below. I can do especially well on those big grail books. But speaking of success, last month was a massive red month for me. I didn't turn any profit at all last month. I think we might turn that corner, and this month might be a green month, but that's just the way that this business goes. You know, there's ebbs and flows, and I think the longest I ever went without making any profit at all was 6 months, and then that turned out to be the best year I've ever had. And this year is turning out to be the best year I've ever had as well. So it's just kind of the nature of the beast, and you know, I definitely have plenty of inventory to show for it, which eventually will become profit. But just a little, you know, insight on the back end of it. You got to kind of plan ahead for these things and make arrangements to weather the storm and survive the droughts, so to speak. So anyways, all that to say, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for the support, and congratulations to everyone who's picking up these awesome books. So I want to do a quick little, I didn't want to do a full-on haul video, but I just want to do a quick little recap of some of the highlights of stuff that's either posted this week or will post later this week. So make sure you're subscribed over to that newsletter at brycecomics.com. That's where you get first notification of new inventory drops. And you're also entered to win a free slab. This month we're giving away this valuable slab. And we also have the giveaway announcements from the month of July. Congratulations to this guy. You are the winner of the YouTube giveaway for the month of July. And congratulations to this guy. You are the winner of the newsletter giveaway at brycecomics.com for the month of July. And we also have that YouTube giveaway here for the month of August. You could win this valuable slab. All you have to do is subscribe, comment, and like. Let's check out some of the new inventory that just arrived. All right, so this box, look at all of that yellow in this box. Those have yet to be listed. These have yet to be listed. This is what's left of the ASM 1 through 100 after only posting 75 of them like yesterday. And so these boxes are stuff that all should be listed by the time you're watching this, if not within the next couple days. And I'm just going to go through some of the highlights. ASM number 1, ASM number 3, ASM number 5, and a whole bunch of ASMs here. A whole bunch of ASMs here in the later issues, 252 to 9.8. All of the keys. Adam number 1, that's cool to see in an 8.0. It's not every day you see that in an 8.0, and not every day that you see this in a 7.5. Avengers number 1, and then we also have Avengers number 2, which is cool to see. Avengers number 4. Some classic covers like this Catwoman, some Golden Age Schomburg Captain America, and you can go check the website if you want to get a better look at any of these covers. We also have Captain America number 307 in a 9.8 Canadian price variant. No recorded sales of that. I think that's a really good deal for what I have it at. Daredevil number 1 in a 5.0. We got 3 copies here of Detective Comics number 359. FF48 in an 8.5. That one sold this morning. Tons of Fantastic Four. Here's a Flash 1, 2, 3 in a 6. Here's Hero for Hire number 1 in a 7.0. Incredible Hulk number 1 in a 3.0. And then we also have 4, 5, and 6 for the Incredible Hulk. Invincible number 1, that one sold instantly this morning. Journey into Mystery 83 in a 1.0 entry-level copy of the first appearance of Thor. 2 copies of Justice League of America, #1. Probably always a Secret Wars 8 on the website. Marvel Team Up #5. I almost want to do a full video on this going like, what the heck is going on with prices of this? The last 3 sales of this were like over $2,000. And I just don't understand why. We have the first Deadpool in 9.8. Several copies of Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos #1, and then also #2, which I actually prefer that cover. That's a really awesome cover. Silver Surfer #1 in an 8.0. Showcase 22 in a 3.5. That sold instantly this morning as well. A ton of Star Wars #1 variants from 2015, a lot of them signed. Tales to Astonish #27, first Ant-Man, and also the first Groot in Tales to Astonish 13. And a bunch of Tales to Astonish keys. Ultimate Fallout 4 in a 9.8, first Miles Morales. Transformers #1 in a 9.8. Tons of Uncanny X-Men. Uncanny picks up after issue #141. Werewolf by Night 32 in an 8.0. And then a bunch of X-Men keys as well, including X-Men #4 in a 6.5 with white pages. Beautiful, beautiful copy with a big, long crease on the front that you can't really see from a distance, so a really cool opportunity to have a very nice presenting copy of this. All right, let's get into this, the new books that I added to my personal collection. We've got The Last of Us, American Dreams #1. This is the variant cover, and when this one came through the shop, I already have, 1 through 4 of the direct first prints, and I thought, why not? If I'm going to do it, I might as well do it. And likewise with this book right here, Something is Killing the Children #1. This is the New York Comic Con Diamond Retailer Edition. I have a bunch of different variants for Something is Killing the Children #1, and when I saw the price that this was going for, I was like, I'm not going to sell that. Why would I sell that? I think it was like $400 or something it was going for. I'm like, I'm just going to hold on to it because I don't have it. It goes with my other Something is Killing the Children #1s, and I think there's upside potential for this if that show does well. And likewise, keeping with the zombie type theme, we have The Walking Dead #1, and this was a book that I did not even know about. It's called The Last Wine Edition. It's just a reprint of The Walking Dead #1, but it's got this awesome, awesome cover by Chris Burnham. And what it is The Last Wine is a wine company that did a special edition Walking Dead label run of their wine, and they even had like special names for the wine and stuff that went with The Walking Dead, and then they had this limited edition variant that you could order through them as well. And so it's super hard to find, and when it came through, I just knew I had to keep it because I think it's like a $500 book. And again, it's just like, why would I sell that? I've never seen it before. It checks all the boxes for me. It's got a cool cover. It's super rare. It's one of my favorite comic book series of all time and one of my favorite TV shows of all times. Check, 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 check. I'm keeping that one. This is the one that I was just absolutely shocked when it came through. Challengers of the Unknown #3. Now, if you remember, I recently did a video on prototypes. A lot of the superheroes that we know and love have prototype versions that came out years before the actual first appearances. And this was a book that I talked about in that video. I had never even seen it before or known about it prior to doing that video, having been in this business for over 5 years now, buying and selling collections. And then a week later, I get this book in a collection, and when I priced it out, I looked it up on GPA. I didn't even realize what it was. I think it's only worth a couple $100. But when I unboxed the collection, I pulled it out and go, oh my God, that's the cover. This is Challengers of the Unknown #3, the first prototype of the Fantastic Four. And in this issue, the character Rocky is sent into space and returns with 4 superpowers that are very close in resemblance to the Fantastic Four. It's definitely part of what inspired the Fantastic Four and their whole origin story. And so that just had me thinking, like, this happens so often in my life, especially with comic books. I mean, that like there's like an energy thing, like sometimes I'll go and I'll look through my inventory and I'll see a book. I mean, this has happened so many times. I'll see a book that's been on the site for 3 months, maybe. It hasn't sold. And I think, man, why has that book not sold? And then that day it sells, or something like like this happens where, you know, I talk about it in that video and then someone decides to sell it to me. I mean, that definitely was not related. It's just, is it coincidence? You know, I think statistically, technically, anything is possible, and it's just a statistical anomaly, but I don't believe that. I think that there's an energy type thing going on, and this is the next book that's similar to that is Hero for Hire #9. Now, I became aware of this book when I did another video. I think it was highlighting like cool Dr. Doom covers, and this is not easy to find in a 9.8. And so when this one came through in a collection, I thought, man, how is it? Because ever since I learned about this book, I thought I would love to have that book. This also checks all the boxes. It's got an awesome cover, and it's got an awesome story inside. I think it has great upside potential because it's a high-grade Bronze Age key that are just, you know, not easy to find. And I want to share a little bit of the actual story of this book from the Marvel Unlimited app. The story inside here is just hilarious and awesome to me. In a previous issue, Dr. Doom hires Luke Cage, a hero for hire, to find some robots for him, and he ducks out on the bill. He stiffs him for $200, and Luke Cage is not going to let that go. So in this issue, he storms the Fantastic Four, gets a hold of their ship, flies the Fantastic Four's ship to Latveria to confront Dr. Doom, storm his castle, and get his $200 back. So here's the splash page here where he's storming the Fantastic Four, and he's getting the ship from the Fantastic Four to go fly to Latveria and confront Dr. Doom. And he says, okay, Doom, so far you sized up Luke Cage wrong every time. You figured you could hire me for a gig and then split without paying off? And he flies all the way to Latveria. And when he gets to Latveria, Dr. Doom thinks it's the Fantastic Four because he's in their ship, and he has all this. There's a lot more to the story, but I'm just going to go to the highlights here. But here's where he confronts Dr. Doom. He says, "Greetings, Luke Cage. Dr. Doom bids you to enter." And he said, and then Dr. Doom says, when my men reported a crazy black man in the Fantastic Four's craft, I knew it had to be you. Where's my money, honey? Dr. Doom says, money? What are you talking about? You mean the money I owed you for tracking down my robots? You came all the way here for that? A paltry $200? You are crazy. And then Luke Cage goes on to say, yeah, well, you know, this gig of hero for hire is not easy, and I'm not going to let $200 go. They duke it out. He ends up saving Dr. Doom's life, and then Dr. Doom pays him his $200, and Luke Cage bounces back to the Fantastic Four. Absolutely hilarious, awesome story, awesome cover, checks all the boxes, and goes great with my Hero for Hire #2 in 9.8, which is the first appearance of Claire Temple, and played by my girl, Rosario Dawson. So those two books together will go nicely in my collection. So leave a note down below. What are some new acquisitions that you've made for your personal collection, and why? Why do you like them? What makes them special? I'd love to hear from you down below in the comments. Don't forget those 2 giveaways. If you sign up for the newsletter at BryceComics.com, you're entered to win this valuable slab, and if you subscribe, comment, and like this video, you're entered to win August's giveaway here on the YouTube channel. Thanks as always for sticking with me to the end of the video. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.